第5课 Lesson 5，他女儿今年20岁。Pinyin and hands learning. First, Pinyin learning. Number 1, the difference between aspirated and unaspirated initials, which is these 6 groups of initials that is being listed here. And the aspirated initial means when we are speaking this sound, there's a strong airflow comes out of our mouth, such as the first one, bo and po. This bo is unaspirated, and the second one, po, is aspirated. So when we are speaking po, the second one, there's a strong airflow comes out our mouth. And how we practice it? Put a tissue in front of our mouth. And when we're pronouncing bo, the tissue doesn't move. While when we are pronouncing po, the tissue is being blown up. All these initials in the first line, your tissue shouldn't move. And all these 6 in the second line, your tissue must be blown up. Now let's practice it after this recording.
波坡的特哥科基七滋呲知吃。
And these are this group of aspirated and unaspirated 声母 that is being used in syllable.
棒胖肚兔狗口鸡七字刺桌车。
The second group of differentiation is 韵母 finals. And today we are going to tell the difference between those 韵母that beginning with i, u, and yu. First is the difference between those 韵母 with i, like the second line, and without i, like those in the first line.
啊呀耶凹腰欧优安烟昂央翁庸。
The second group is the difference between those 韵母 start with u in the second line and those without u, like in the first line.
啊哇哀歪 a 微安弯恩温昂汪翁翁。
This group is those final that start with yu and without yu.
约安渊恩晕。
The third point of today's pinyin is this retroflex final. What is a retroflex final? Here, I listed out 4 words. First one is children were kid. In the pinyin, we first try to read it out. It is 小孩, right? 小孩. Second one is 小鸟, 小鸟. 饭馆, 饭馆. 香水, 香水. Well, these 4 words that is being listed here is those words originally sound. While when we're pronouncing these words, we don't actually sound it like this, but we pronounce it like 小孩, 小孩, 小鸟, 小鸟, 饭馆, 饭馆, 香水, 香水. You see, at the end of these words, we add a this sound. This sound is this retroflex final. This retroflex final is not those tone sounds because it is not a change of one single syllable, but it is being added. You see, at the end of a word or at the end of a sentence. Can be combined with a syllable before it, forming a retroflex final, which is written as the character plus and spelled like syllable plus in Pinyin. For students who are planning to go to the south part of China, like Chengdu, Shanghai, Guangzhou, these province or cities, actually you don't need to pay much attention to this retroflex final. Because those people from the south part of China, they seldom use this retroflex final in their accent. While if you are planning on heading to the north part of China, especially Beijing, where I came from, I can tell you that in our Beijing accent, we have a bunch of this retroflex final. For example, when we are saying the day, like yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the originally sound is like 昨天, 今天, 明天, right? While in our accent, we say it like 昨, 今儿, 明儿, which actually we change the second character into this So it depends. The fourth rule of today's pinyin is syllable dividing mark, like a comma, but in the head of the pinyin. When a syllable beginning with a, wo, and follows another syllable, the syllable dividing mark, like this, is used to separate the 2 syllables. For example, this sound like 袄 is a single 韵母, and it can also be a syllable. When ao is following this p, we add this syllable dividing mark. Why? Because if we don't add it, it becomes this. And we can spell it out actually. It becomes one single syllable, which is 瓢, 瓢, right? But if we add this mark here, it tells us that I am not putting this two syllables together becomes this 瓢, but what I want to express here is two character, 皮袄, 皮袄. So that's how and why we use this syllable dividing mark. Just simply make ourselves and make others know that what we are going to express here.
飘，皮袄，先，西安，接，饥饿，将，激昂，发难，翻案，反感，方案。
第5课 Lesson 5， 他女儿今年20岁，汉字 learning. First is the stroke. Today we are gonna learn 2 new strokes, and the first one is this 横撇. 横撇. We had learned 横, right, this horizontal line, and 撇 we had also learned is left falling. When we put these 2 strokes together, becomes one stroke. It sounds like 横撇. Just simply combine 横and 撇 together. The direction of writing it is also like the direction of writing 横 and 撇. So first, 横撇. First 横 and then 撇. 横撇. Example characters like 水, 水 means water. 又, 又 means again, once again. Second stroke is 撇点, 撇点. It's also the combination of 2 known stroke. 撇, left falling, and 点, a dot. The direction is 撇点, 撇点, 撇点. Example characters like 女, 女 means female or woman. 女. 好, 好 means good. If we divide 好 into 2 parts, the left part and the right part, we can tell that the left part actually looks like this 女, right? We call it 偏旁, 偏旁. So this single character can be a single character itself, and it can also be a part of some other characters. Just like 韵母. 韵母 can be a syllable itself, and it can also be spelled with 声母 together, become a whole syllable. Well, this 偏旁, we'll learn it in later class. Now let's practice 撇点 first. 是, that's right. Well, 是, this 撇 You need to write it a little lower. 撇 like this. This 横撇, the first one is nice. Well, this one is okay, but the rest of it, it looks like 横折钩. 横折钩 is written like this, but 横撇 is this. So you see, this looks like 横折钩, which is wrong. So it should be like this. Nü, that's right. This one, all of your P has the same problem, which it goes up, but it shouldn't goes up. P just a left falling. P just a falling, not going up. Lo, that's right. And a lot we write it like this, much more prettier. Yeah, that's right. And what happened to this one? Also the same problem, 撇 this, it goes up again. 撇 never goes up, just falling. Nü, nü, that's right. And nü, you see this second stroke, this 撇 is actually a little taller than 横, right? But just a little bit. Like this. This one is nice. This too looks a little strange. There's nothing like this. This is not 横撇. 横撇 is like this. This character is 右, right? Well, you see this 右 only have 2 strokes. 横撇, the first stroke. 捺, second stroke. Your 右 is combined by 3 strokes, right? Which is wrong. 右 only 2 strokes. 横撇捺